But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Sure, they got one leg.
What's up, y'all?
Whoa, hold on.
Is that Linus Tech?
You do something. What you be doing?
I'm on here freestyling for people, man. Can I do a freestyle for you guys?
That's that dude. That's the TikToker.
Oh, damn. Yo, can I do a freestyle for you guys?
Give us one. Wait, turn up.
Hold on. We gotta give him words. We gotta give him words.
Give me the most creative, challenging words you can think of.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pedestrians. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Another big one.
Another big
Chronicle.
one. Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. All right.
Okay. Revolutionary.
Ambidextrous, chronicle, Afghanistan, and revolutionary. Those are the words?
Yep.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Other artists really need to get their flex up. When it come to freestyles, yo, I'm next up. I be shining kinda like my man's necklace. Use both sides of my brain, I'm ambidextrous. I'm the freshest type. They can feel the vibes from left to right. Y'all know that I'm the dopest on jams. Ambidextrous, cause I can use both of my hands. Then again, it don't matter if I'm right or left-handed, cause I never write it. I hope you understand it. I provide it right off the tip of the brain. And when I'm spitting for my people, all my shit is insane. I make it happen. I'ma kick a rap verse. Shout to my homie with the necklace and the black shirt. Filming on the phone, gotta get it on your camera. They got questions, Harry is the answer. Yeah, I'm about to make it known. When I rhyme, I be entering the crazy zone. Thank you for the words, y'all came up with the good stuff. Shout the homie chilling in the middle with his hood up. I go beyond your flow, going places other rappers wanna go. Do it by myself, no sponsor, bro. I'm delivering the rap chronicles. Your level, I'ma go beyond it. Matter of fact, I'm about to get you lifted like the Chronic. Can't nobody else rock this way. High like the Chronic, that's where the Dr. Dre. H-Mac, I'ma put it down. Every time I'm rhyming, they be loving my sound. Can't nobody really do it like me. Winning in my psyche. Shout my homie who be rocking Nike on the zip up. I get props whenever I be spitting. They gon' see me on TikTok for hip hop. I'ma put it down for all of y'all. I be cold shivery. This here is the chronicle delivery. Delivering the magazine and the periodical. I got the hottest flow, you know I brought it, bro. I ain't never slipping. Yeah, y'all just be assistant. I'm Michael Jordan. These rappers like Pippen. Think they on my level, homie? They be tripping. I grip the mic and then I'm about to slam the jam from LA to Afghanistan. I'm about to break it down till I find my peace. They put my music in the Middle East, yeah. All my lyrics are gigantic, I'm about to make a panic. They can feel my shit across the whole planet, yeah. Lyrics is what I'm about to push. He was like, yo, he's rapping right now. He said, shush, please be quiet, he's really getting down. I'ma blow your mind with the rhymes that's profound. I be doing me, and y'all know they never doing Harry. When it come to lyrics, all my flows are revolutionary. What I mean to say is when I'm spitting off the brain, I be revolutionary, go against the grain. I'm about to make a change the whole earth. I'm about to blow your mind with the freestyle verse. The beat style, but I wasn't ready to end. H-Mac be the freestyle internet trend. Let's go.
Yo.
Yo, peepses, good to see yous. Good evening, as in, well, good night, really. It's 55 minutes to midnight. But good to see you guys. Good to see yous. As usual, let's say hello to everybody. Kunal, good to see you, brother. Roger, good to see you. Ryan, Baza, always a pleasure, guys. Yeah, and that's it. And that's it. We got 6 in. We got 6 in. That's it. Let me just check out. Yeah, Ryan was in the vertical, but not anymore. I've got the links for the ERB for the Rumble side. Yeah, and when we do an episode, I was going to do it was when it comes to Black Mirror, we was going to do episode 1 and 2 of season 5, but then I realized that episode 1 is the gay, really gay one where the two guys go into the computer game, and in the computer game, one's female and one's male, but in real life they're both guys, and they get it on within the computer game. So I decided not to do that one. So we're doing 2 and 3 of season 5, which there is only 3 episodes in season 5 for some reason. So the final 2 episodes of season 5 and Black Mirror. Then we've got a movie called Electric Child. It's to do with AI and some and stuff. Not exactly sure. It says it's a bit of a weird film, but let's see if it's any good. It could be a hit or a miss, one of them. But before we start anything, might as well do one of Jim's observations. I think he's only got long ones left. Oh yeah, and the background's to do with the topic, because the topic is the devil trend in TikTok, where it is you give the AI character bots, you tell them to role play as the devil. Now, if the devil and demons can use a Ouija board to come through, you know what I mean, it can use AI. Yes, we know AI is an algorithm and all that kind of stuff, but it's certainly been used by demons, that's for sure. Without a doubt. Anyway, so that's why the background. That's why this background here. Oh. Yeah, that's why that background. But, Jim, in the meantime, which one shall we do? Oh, well, it's this one. 9 minutes. I get copyrighted for these classical musics as well. Mad, isn't it? Do I really believe what? Yes. Yes, I really believe that demons can use AI. Absolutely, 100%. They can use Ouija boards. Why can't they use AI? Of course, I do believe it, 100%. I didn't say that the AI itself is demons. I'm saying it's been manipulated, whether through humans or whatever. Absolutely, of course. Look, if you can use a Ouija board, if demons can use a Ouija board, why can't they use AI? It's an electronic Ouija board. Yes, I do believe it. Of course, it's being used. So you do not believe that AI is being manipulated by demons somehow? Of course it is. Yes, 100%. You do believe in Ouija boards. So if they can use a piece of cardboard, why can't they use AI? Of course they can use AI. I'm not saying the AI itself is a demon. That's not what I'm saying. But it's being used. Well, exactly, Ryan. Exactly. So you believe in a Ouija board, but you don't believe it can happen through something else. Sorry, I do. I don't believe the algorithm itself. I believe it's being manipulated somehow through humans, through which are being manipulated by demons. It's certainly, look, people are deleting themselves because of these apps. Well, it's fine. You don't, that's fine. You don't need to be here if you don't. It's up to you, dude. I do. I certainly do. Yeah, I get copyright on it. I don't get a strike, Jim. I don't get a strike, but I get a copyright. If it's classical music and that, I get a copyright on some of them. Not them all, not them all. But the classical music, yeah, I don't get a strike, but I get a copyright. Like I can't monetize the video copyright. Not that I want to monetize the video, so it doesn't matter. It's not a copyright strike, but I do get copyrighted on it, yeah. Links there if anybody wants to come in. The link's at the top, man. Ryan, Roger, Baza, anybody. Nah, it's not your fault. It's not like I monetized it anyway. It's not a strike. It just gets copyrighted. It's not a strike. It just means if I monetized my videos, I wouldn't be able to monetize those ones. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm not monetized, bro. Well, I am monetized. I just haven't activated it. Yeah, I won't worry about that. Yeah, no, yeah, no problems. I'm not saying you have to come in. I'm just saying the links there if you want to come in, Ryan, Roger, anybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Ryan, if demons and the devil can use a Ouija board, why can't they use AI? It's an electronic Ouija board, you know? It's an electronic Ouija board. Well, if you want to monetize, you would have to take the music out, or you just don't get paid for them videos. You can still, the videos will still be visible. You just wouldn't be paid for them, Jim. And you can monetize in the next 90 subs. Once you get to 500, you can monetize tier 2. Which you don't get money for the videos anyway. You only get money through membership, super chats, and super stickers and that. Oh, I haven't got the chat on. Right. I'll quickly show you an example there, Jim, where it copyrights you, but it doesn't. Right. So here, this video here, this one with Cliff Canetto's last comment, I got a copyright on it, right? Here, but it's still, so let's see what the copyright is. The copyright is, see, the copyright claims on your video don't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. There are no visibility restrictions. And the copyright is Mike Franklin, Learning to Fly. And that's a tune that Harry Mack uses, sort of thing. So the tune is copyrighted, but because it's part of something else, no, it's not a copyright strike. It doesn't change the visibility. So it's still visible. It's still visible. It just means you can't make any money on it, you know, basically. So it's not a copyright strike in there. So like you can still take action, like there, dispute it, erase the song, replace the song, or trim out segment. You can still do any of that anyway. But if it's not affecting the visibility and I'm not claiming any money on it, then it's fine. It's fine, you know. So you'll see it in your content. It'll say copyright, copyright. That's got none. That's got none. No, that's got one here. And let's see what the copyright is in here. That is. Oh, that was that was the Tory rap sort of thing. But let me just see if I can find one that I've had copyright for. any of the music from your things. Come on then, hurry up. So, Sweet Will of God. See details, I'm not sure what that one was. So it's at the end there. So it wasn't from any of yours. It was in this space here. So it just tells you that monetization. If you become a member of the YouTube Partner Program, this claim may affect your ability to monetize. That's all. It doesn't affect the channel itself. It's not a copyright claim. It's not a copyright strike. It just checks you. It just affects you for monetization. But I haven't had a copyright from your ones for a while. But I know I've had a copyright due to the classical music at one point. It's not them all. It's not them all. It doesn't catch them all for some reason, but it catches some of them. It's weird. It's weird. Mr. Ledwell, how you doing?
Good, good. I heard classical music and saw flashing lights, so I had to stop in.
When it happens anyway, Jim, they give you an email telling you. They give you an email.
Yeah, I get them all the time.
Yeah, about copyright. Like when it happens, they'll give you an email straight as soon as it happens, they'll give you an email. So like I'll quickly show you, like share my emails. Like there you go. Like this one today, video cannot be monetized. Evidence for the biblical happenings, and that was the Michael Kahn one. So it tells you like copyright content has been detected on your video. Evidence for the biblical happenings. Michael Kahn, 1979, introduces documentaries with probable proof. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. The copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel. But sometimes when you get copyright, there's certain countries can't see it. I've had it where America can't see it in Canada. But mostly, if you get countries that don't see it, mostly it's Belarus and Russia, which I have got no subs in anyway. You know what I mean? So that kind of copyright doesn't affect me either. So, yeah. Yeah, man.
Should this kind of stuff be copyrighted, though, BJ?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's ridiculous. I mean, how old is classical music?
Yeah.
You know?
They're making money off stuff that they didn't even do. You know?
Aye. Yeah, even some of this song, like I use Canva, and a lot of the music in Canva, it says it's non-copyrighted, but some of the music when I make videos, my background music in Canva, when I make videos, not streams, and sometimes I put music in the background. Sometimes they get copyright, not copyright strikes, but copyright notice, like that one. And that's Canva, and that's meant to be non-copyrighted music. So even in YouTube, when you type in non-copyrighted music, I've done it with Christian music, and it's come back non-copyrighted, but it's still somehow copyrighted, you know? Still somehow copyrighted. Play Jack. Okay, nice one. We could play that on the other side at the end. Jack the Ripper and Winston Churchill. Didn't you already give me the two for is this to replace one, or is this just in Adolf? All right, it's not an ERB one, it's the same guy who did it. All right, yeah, we can have a look at it in the other side. We can have a look at it in the Rumble side when we get over there. We can play them 3 songs. Let me just put it in there in the private chat. Why am I keep stopping this? Right, got it. What? We got 2 watching now. What the heck? Yeah, well, whatever. What? I can't be right. It says there's 2 watching. It might be. I don't know.
That's not enough, PJ.
Hi, PJ.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Who's got
Good to hear
devil
you.
horns on? Who's the devil?
Well,
It's
PJ,
the devil. It's who it is. The devil.
You're the devil?
yeah,
It's an AI generated background. It's because of tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is about
Oh,
it's about tonight's
I
topic.
see it.
See.
well, you want to spend time with him? I'm going to go.
No, I'm going to go back to sleep. Roger woke me up.
She was awake like 2 minutes ago. She falls asleep like that.
Whatever. I was sleeping. I've been home for an hour.
Nice.
Oh.
I walked in 2 minutes late. Before that, you were up.
Oh. Hey, I can sleep on anywhere and anytime.
You know you're alive.
What are you playing?
It's Jim
You mean
Amos' option.
visions?
No,
Yeah.
the song.
Well, this is
Oh,
whatever
it's-
music you throw on. It's like Chopin or something. It sounds like
Oh.
maybe Bach.
It's in the video.
I quit smoking 5 years ago almost.
That's not cigarettes.
What is it?
This one is a cigarette.
Oh.
My cigarettes are white, my joints are brown.
Nice.
Oh.
But yeah, it is a cigarette, this one.
It's not normal. You don't really smoke.
It's not awful. Often I smoke a cigarette, it's usually a joint first.
And that's serious.
It's
As
seriously
you do a 900.
Oh. All right, kiddos. I'll let you go.
they,
I gotta go.
He's younger than I am.
Is he? I know he is. Younger than me.
2 people watching, seriously. This is getting beyond the joke. Not
Dude,
even
I
watching.
actually, I shared your show on X, YouTube,
Yeah.
Rumble. You're everywhere.
I mean, I'll continue going on, but if it's got to be 2 viewers, for a whole year, what's the point of me doing this?
I don't know. PJ, you should join with my channel and we can make a joint channel out of it and cover
Shouldn't
both
I
topics.
talk about flat Earth though? I should be talking about the truth because it's the truth of Christ.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
shouldn't
got you.
be pressurized to talk about flat Earth and stuff just because there's no viewers. It's maybe just the time of year as well. I don't know.
Flat Earth and the Bible go hand in hand, dude.
They do, but a lot of
I'm
people don't like it. It's just one of them. I'll continue going on, but I mean, it's just like, what am I doing it for if I'm not getting out to anybody? No. Now I see Space Odyssey. 2001. Mhm.
Yeah, Ryan wants to collaborate with me too on my channel for some reason. I don't know why. Not Ryan Cookie Monster, but Saab's son.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's a hit or miss sometimes though, Kunal. I mean, even when sometimes I'll talk about something political and then they all come in. I talk about flat earth, they all come in. But when it comes to scripture and stuff to do with scripture, there's not as many people,
Hey, PJ, do like a biblical cosmology day. See if people show up.
Yeah, see if they do. I mean, usually if I do flat earth, it kind of involves biblical cosmology. We'll see.
Yeah.
But you know, the other thing as well is I don't let trolls in. That doesn't help. So like
No
a
trolls.
lot of views are troll views. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Wesley's showing his true colors now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Max needs to take away some of them spanners. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nice one, Mr. So yeah, you can monetize in 89 subs. Once you get 89 subs, you'll be able to do second tier monetization.
Aye.
I just don't know why you're not on here no more. I got this Roger Cotton guy.
There we go. Jermaine's his link, guys. Right, the topic. Let's do it.
What's your
So
topic again?
the topic is this. It's about a trend on TikTok called the devil trend, where they get an AI character bot and get it to role play as the devil. You know, so I think that's dangerous, inviting things like that. And like I say, if the devil and demons can use a Ouija board, why can't they use AI? You know?
Yeah.
Here, do your face.
So it's to do with that. It's to do with that trend of TikTok and probably how dangerous it is. It's a guy talking about it. What's the name of the guy's channel again? Let me just find out. I forgot.
How do I forward this to me?
Sometimes when I put things in a hurry, I forget to put them in the description.
Just press on it and forward it. Hi,
Right.
PJ.
Yeah. Guy's channel. Oh yeah, I've got an interesting one coming up. It's sensitive. It's about the map camp predators. And you know what map stands for, don't you? Minor attracted person.
Okay.
So it's
Is that what
about
it is?
it's about
Yeah,
people
Okay.
wow. It's about people trying to normalize the next one I want to do throughout the week. It's about people trying to normalize a group of people trying to normalize being attracted to minors. So I want to do that one, but we'll have to be very careful with it. You know what I mean? So the guys who I'm doing tonight, this channel is called End Times Production. End Times Production.
I don't know how.
But quickly, I want to show this Asman Gold clip first. It's only 2 minutes long about Keir Starmer. And he's totally right. He's wrong, obviously, about Flat Earth. But he's totally right about this clip. So let's try this clip first. Quickly, before I get into the topic. Right, so Asman Gold called it. This is effing insane. Hold on. So this is who obviously Nathan did a video debunking the other day because he was listening to that science woman. I can't remember her blooming name. Anyway, but he's definitely right about this one about Keir Starmer. So Keir Starmer is talking about this dude, Allah Abdeli, whatever his name is, and he hates white people. But Keir Starmer saying, "Oh, we've got Matt President. He's coming back. He's coming to the UK to settle in with his family and all that. It's great. It's fantastic." Keir Starmer, you're white and he hates you, but you're allowing this crap to go on. So yeah, let's look. I'll look.
In a weird way.
So Keir Starmer goes and makes a tweet. I'm delighted that Allah El Fattah is back in the UK and has been reunited with his loved ones who must be feeling profound relief. I want to pay tribute to Allah's family that have worked and campaigned for this moment. Allah's case has been a top priority for my government since we came to office. I'm grateful for President Sisi for his decision to grant the pardon. So this is some comments that this retard has
That's
made.
what Keir Starmer said about this dude. And this dude hates it, obviously, all white people. And listen, this is what he says. This is kind of crap he says.
This is from Allah. Dear international PhD student, by the way, I'm a racist. I don't like white people, so piss off.
Oh.
I fucking hate white people. A blight on the earth they are. Good thing they are stopping breeding. We need to kill more of them. Don't worry, where we are discussing we will take over your town and rape your women. Us terrorists tend to do that. The brilliant British...
See, you know, I mean, that's the kind of people that Keir Starmer is welcoming into the country. Oh, great, back with his family, fantastic. Even though he hates you.
Hey, PJ, send them
Yeah.
over here. We'll take care of them. I have no problem with it.
Monkeys think terrorists will reveal their plans on Twitter. There's one of them doing it right now. I'm telling you that I hate white people. Amazing that they've let this happen. The most treacherous government in history. They are siding with and importing people into your country that want to fucking kill you. And they're
Right. And Keir Starmer's allowing it. He's right here. I mean, I disagreed with him with the flat earth thing, but he's right here, 100%.
Yeah, well,
Celebrating
everybody
it on-
thinks that we're stupid to start with. That's why they try to take the mick out of us. You know.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Just for context, this isn't a comedian making a funny, edgy tweet when he was a teenager.
No,
this is
it's
a
not.
44-year-old software developer born in Egypt who was imprisoned for his political activism and who was granted UK citizenship in 2022 while in prison. People
While in
across the
prison.
political spectrum are
He got British citizenship whilst in prison.
understandably freaking out, trying to figure out how the government would allow this after those tweets.
But I'll switch to something else. Advocating killing police, hating white people, assassination plot. Oh, we got even more of these. So this is the person that the British government is going and congratulating itself for. I'm delighted that this person has arrived in the UK and is with his family. His case is...
Delighted are you, Yvette? Why would you be delighted? You are white and he hates you. Why would you be so delighted?
Who Starmer said that?
Well, no, this is Yvette Cooper. Cooper said it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. When I said I'll take care of him, I mean I'll make him dinner, put him up in the house. You know, that's what I mean by take care of him.
Yeah.
It's been a top priority for the government. They are importing people into your country that want to kill you. These people are evil. They are evil. Suicidal empathy at its peak. If I said what I wanted to say, I would get banned. So I would just agree with you.
Well, I don't think people are inherently evil, but I think what the organization and what they're influenced by is evil. The system that they're in is evil, 100%. Right, topic. Let's do the topic. Right, so here it is. This is this guy, End Time Productions, talking about this trend on TikTok and where you get AI. Sorry? Sorry?
Sure.
Sorry?
I know it was Rhonda. She likes to talk in the middle of stuff.
All right. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Oh, you say something, huh? I love you. She's being all quiet now.
I can hear myself when I'm talking.
Yeah. Just realize that I'm actually having a conversation. That's all. She's trying to figure some stuff out right now.
Right. Cool. So yeah, it's about this devil trend topic on TikTok he's talking about. Yeah, I think he thinks that the AI itself is demonic. When I think it's more like what's influencing or programming or being put into the AI that's demonic. But it's certainly being demonically influenced and being used by demons. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. People are cloaking themselves, you know, because of these AI chatbots. And what a dangerous thing to do. To get a chatbot and tell it to role play as Satan. And it's telling these people lots about their life that they couldn't know. It couldn't know, you know, and it's not to do with algorithms and what you look at in the computer. These are like, you know, things that maybe only demons would know. Yeah, exactly, Jonah. God has already revealed their plans. I know you were talking about the Keir Starmer thing now. Right, let's get it. Let's get it. How many people we got? 7. Right, let's do it. TikTok devil trend is taking over the world. That's what he called it. His video.
TikTok right now that may be one of the most disturbing things I've ever covered. It's called the devil trend. Have you heard about this? Well, I don't recommend you look it up. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. But it's pretty sad, and there's some people who actually lost their lives because of this. So I want to cover this, and I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. Tell me it's not influenced by demons when people are believing it to the point of losing their lives or taking their lives.
I don't think I would take my life over a trend like this personally. Or how would that influence me to do that? You got to be a weak person, I think.
I don't know. Sometimes you get into a psychotic state. Sometimes they get into a situation where they think, all right, this AI is really, really real. This is God or the devil talking to me. And yes, it is the devil, but not directly. It's being influenced by the devil. This is, but it's certainly being used 100%. Like I keep saying, if demons and the devil can use a Ouija board, then they can use AI. They can do it. If they can do it and they can do it analog, they can do it digital.
Yeah. I'm not going to cover the specific tragedies surrounding it because there have been many. I'm going to cover it in more of a general sense because people are falling victim to this. And I believe it's proof, actual proof, that something is coming through AI, artificial intelligence, something evil, something ancient, and something that's been waiting for centuries, for eons, waiting for this exact moment in time where this technology exists, not only exists, but is mainstream, that's so prevalent throughout society. It has no trouble reaching people through this technology. So right now, millions of young people around the world are...
More people with this technology, you can get to more people. With likes of a Ouija board, that's a few people at a time, isn't it? With digital technology, it can influence a lot more people. So it's definitely, I mean, this guy, I think he thinks the devil is more in the AI rather than using AI. You know what I mean? But still,
you mean like the AI is possessed?
Sorry?
AI is possessed?
Well, I mean, it's not really that hard to believe. Think about it now. If you can come through like a cardboard Ouija board, then yeah, I don't think it's possessed itself, but the algorithms in it are influenced by evil doers. You know what I mean? Even if they don't know they're doing it, I definitely think there's something evil to it. It's being influenced by evil. I don't think it's inherently evil because it doesn't exist inherently. You know what I mean? It's a program, it's an algorithm, it's just something that's being used by Satan,
Yeah, Satan's used a lot of things, hasn't he?
Absolutely, 100%. And through this, you can reach a lot more people.
Asking chatbots, ChatGPT specifically, other chatbots as well, to literally role play as Satan, the devil himself. Isn't this insane? People are asking these AI systems to embody the devil, to speak as him. And this is a trend. It's trending. People are doing it more and more.
Silly
and
trend.
Like I said, there's been a lot of tragedies that have been linked to this specific thing. And when these people type this into AI and it responds with messages that are so targeted against that specific person, so like psychologically devastating, basically surgically designed to destroy the person, that they are ending up broken. It breaks them. It breaks the people writing this. And something is coming through these chatbots.
I do think obviously a weak-minded person would be more influenced. But I dare say there's been a lot of strong-minded people that have just been, I don't know, maybe thought they were overly spiritual and being dragged into it,
Thing is coming through and taking...
The devil's a deceiver, you know what I mean?
People
that's the only thing he does, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he deceives, manipulates, lies, comes to kill, steal, and destroy.
Yeah.
So he does come to kill, absolutely. He can't directly put his hands on your throat and croak you, but he can do it through other means. It can be done through other means. That's what he's come to do.
I can think of one in particular means in 2020 where he got people to believe all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah, like a certain COVID 20-1.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that was straight from
infernality.
Yeah. I was thinking more like along the lines that Klaus Schwab was his representative on Earth.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Look at him. You ever seen him? Good God.
That explains everything.
Maybe they're being possessed. Maybe they're being influenced. Maybe something spiritual is
I don't think
coming.
it's possessed. I mean, I think it can open them to be possessed, especially if they don't have Christ in them. But yeah, it certainly could open them to be more influenced by demons, and rather being just by the person itself, rather than being just influenced by demons through the AI can let them, like, I don't know, adapt their mind to a way where they left them more open for demon possession. But the possession is not coming through the AI; it'd be coming through demons itself, but using the AI to help get you to that state, I suppose.
From the computer, from the chat bot itself to this person, similar to how a Ouija board works, right? A Ouija
There you
board
go,
is
Ouija
nothing but
board.
a piece of technology. It's a medium that allows the spiritual realm to interact with the physical realm.
Right.
And people have been possessed through Ouija boards. It's a common thing. So using that logic, it makes sense that people could be possessed through ChatGPT and
Right.
other chatbots, okay? And this is what I think is happening. And there's so many tragedies around this that it breaks my heart that people are falling for this. So right now, the mainstream media has an explanation for this whole thing. They're saying, oh, it's just an algorithm. It's just pattern matching. The AI is giving people what they asked for. But the explanation, it doesn't account for what these messages actually say. And how
Ryan, are you still in the chat or have you gone? Has Ryan gone? Oh,
I don't
and
know.
Alan Antonio, when was that? 11:42. Oh, just a second ago. Hey, Alan, good to see you, but you're in the vertical stream. Go next door where everybody else is in the horizontal stream, unless you want to stay there. Is Ryan gone because of what I said earlier?
What'd you say?
I said because he didn't say, he doesn't think that AI could be used and stuff like that. Like I said, that it could be used like you said, like a Ouija board. You know, if people can be demonically influenced through Ouija boards and all that, then obviously can do it digitally as well. I said, and he says, "Oh, I don't believe it." I said, "Well, you don't have to be here if you don't believe it." I said it like that flippantly.
Right.
I didn't mean get out. You know what I mean? I said you don't have to. Basically, I was saying you don't have to listen to it if you don't believe it. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Well, he uses the ChatGPT for a lot of stuff now.
Well, there you go. So that's what I'm saying. I hope you didn't disappear because I said that. Because I didn't mean disappear. I just meant you don't have to listen if you don't want to. That's all I meant.
Me and Scott give him crap. We say he's got a new girlfriend.
But good to see you, Alan. But yeah, you are in the vertical stream. If you want to come next door to the horizontal stream where everybody else is at, it's up to you, bro. 10 people. Right, let's go in.
how these systems, how these chatbots are able to find these vulnerabilities in people, these open wounds, and basically twist the knife into them with precision, right? So that it feels personal, that these people are.
If he has gone, if you talk to him, Roger, tell him I didn't mean it like he had to disappear. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah.
And tell him I didn't mean it that way. Because that way it came out, if you think about it, it might have sounded like I was saying, because all I said is you don't have to be here, basically. You know what I mean? I meant he didn't have to listen if he doesn't believe it. That's what I meant. I didn't mean to straight afterwards, I told him to come in, but he didn't come in. But so if you see him, tell him I wasn't trying to be a dick. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell him. Yeah.
All right, cool.
He'll
There
probably
you
come
are,
by.
Ryan. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Hello.
Being personally affected by.
Sorry, Roger.
I was saying hello to Alan.
Oh,
Hello.
got you.
By this in a way that they can't go on living anymore, and it's really sad, guys. It really is. So let's pray for these people, because something like this, it's becoming so widespread. It's a sign of the times, and that's really what this whole channel is about. We talk about this stuff all the time, and how it is so detrimental to people's not only physical health, mental health, but also their spiritual health. So I don't think this is just technology.
No.
I think we're dealing with something.
I mean, yeah, I do. I think the technology is technology, but it's being used. It's being used. But again, I could be wrong. It might be that they can possess it somehow. I don't know. But it's certainly being used, whichever way it is, you know.
Older, more ancient, and something that scholars, priests, demonologists, theologians have warned about for hundreds and thousands of years. And this ancient spirit, these ancient evils are now manifesting through a machine, through
Yeah, but
technology.
again, so is a canal, so is a Ouija board. That's made by man, but they still use it. They still use it. You know, there's lots of things made by man that's used. You know, so I agree with you, Canal, absolutely. But I do think it's a possibility. I do think it's a possibility because the devil can guide the hands of men to do these things. You know, yeah, right, it's disco ball. Yeah, it's a new name. It's a new name. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah, I
if
like
Ryan's
it.
gone. I don't know if Ryan's gone or not. I'm not sure. I think he has. I think he has.
Well, anyways, you ever look into the ancient civilizations down in South America, in Peru? They had like robotic technology too. You look into some of their old, they try to
Yeah,
develop the same thing. It's like
yeah. I mean, however it is, I mean, I agree with, I do agree with Canal. I don't think they can possess it, but I could be wrong in that. I do leave possibility that it can happen because how does it happen through Ouija boards? You know, that thing definitely moves without people pushing it. People do push it, yes, but I've certainly seen it working. I know it working without people pushing it. You know.
Yeah. Or with the robotic technology, they worshipped it like it was a god.
Yeah.
They had like these weird like robot looking figurines and actual working parts and stuff that they found in the ruins down in Peru and Bolivia, places like that. It's really weird looking stuff, dude. It's definitely demonic though. But this idea is not new at all.
I don't just think there is any university course teaching the average computer guy to create a chat GPT is what I mean. Oh yeah, I get you. I get that, bro. Absolutely.
Through this piece of equipment that we call chatbots. So I think that demons are real, by the way. I think that they're real, and I believe that they are using AI. Am I wrong? I don't know. It's just what I feel. It's my opinion, okay? It's my opinion that demons, that fallen angels, that the devil himself is using AI. And I think this whole devil trend thing that's happening, that's going viral right now on TikTok, is the proof that we all need that there is something darker operating behind the algorithm. But in order to understand what's actually happening, to see the pattern for what it really is, I think we have to go back in time. Not to the year that ChatGPT.
Oh, how are we going to do that? How are we going back in time? How do we go back in a concept? Oh, I know. We watch a couple of videos.
I know. We go to Back to the Future and call Doc Brown.
Absolutely. You get a flying DeLorean. You know what I mean? And Mr. What is it? What's it called? Mr. Fusion. Mr. Fusion. And flux capacitor. You're all the way, man. You're all the way.
Oh, yeah. I got a question though. What does the word term algorithm really mean?
What does it mean, algorithm? If you break it down, no idea. If you break it down, I know what algorithm means is the word algorithm, but if you break it down, no idea. Yeah.
How does it work?
Hoverboard. Yeah, an hoverboard.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'll look the Pepsi.
Sorry?
And
the Pepsi. Yeah, that's it.
Started, not to the year this trend started, not to, when AI first launched, way farther back. And let's go back to, I think it's the end of the 1400s. Well, there's two specific dates I want to touch. So one is like end of the 1400s and one is the end of the 1500s.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't. The first time I tried it, it didn't work the first time. But yeah, a lot of people have the experience where it just doesn't work. But then some people do have the experience and it definitely does work. I mean, from first-hand experience.
I think you got to get into the spirit of the board before it works.
Yeah, and the thing is, I didn't even use a glass. I used a vodka bottle, a vodka bottle top, a metal aluminium vodka bottle top is what I use, and they're not very slidey. Nope. You know what I mean? They're not very slidey because they've got little edges on it where you obviously click the bottle open, where it was connected to the ring. So I think so. It's got so it's got jagged edges on it, and it doesn't slide very well.
Well, what did it tell you, PJ?
The wrong spirit summoner. Yeah, it was the spirit of the Russian vodka label.
So it told you to drink more alcohol?
Yeah. It actually told me my brother's name, my dead brother's name, and it started laughing at me. After it started off by nonsense. It was just, I thought it was my mate playing
Gibberish.
about. My mate didn't know nothing about my brother Derek. I'd not long met him. I hadn't told him anything about it. But it was just coming out with gibberish. It was letters all over the place. Yes, no, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden it spelled out Derek. My brother's my adopted brother. It's my half sister's, my older half sister's half brother. So he's my adopted brother. It spelled out his name Derek. And then it started after that. We said, well, what about Derek? And then it just went H-A. What, H-A? And then it went H-A. And then it went H-A. 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 So it was laughing at me. It was going ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Well, back then you didn't have laugh out loud neither.
No, it was good. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This was the 90s. We didn't have law. You know, or probably would have done law. But yeah, H-A, H-A, it's Derek, then H-A, 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 H-A. We didn't have Facebook. My mate couldn't have checked up on my Facebook, anything like that, you know.
Right.
And my brother, even did have Facebook then, my brother Derek's on my Facebook. But yeah, I certainly had that experience.
There's like 100-year gap. Because during these times, people not only believed in the supernatural, they lived it. They spent their lives combating it, fighting it, going to war with it. Spiritual warfare wasn't some abstract idea. It was their everyday lives. And these men, they spent all of their lives.
That's understandable. The mother of the girl, we did the board game we did the board game and came into the room and shouted at us saying, we don't understand what we're doing, and proceeded to open the windows and remove the board. Absolutely. 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 I mean, because we think it's just a joke. We think it's just a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, especially, it's just a joke if it doesn't affect you or anything like that. But you continue to do that stuff, you're leaving yourself more open. Nothing happened to me because I didn't continue to do it. But I continued to do it, where would I have been, you know?
Well, you
might have been worse off than what I actually am now. Sorry, go on.
I thought you're going to look in the mirror and say, chant 3 times next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was that one guy you did? The guy who like he went out and found money after he did the chant in the mirror, and then
that was the dude's testimony, wasn't it? That he turned out, and I loved his testimony. Then it turned out he turned into a Catholic. Remember?
Oh yeah,
and that dude, yeah.
Studying how evil operates, and they left us warnings. They gave us warnings from the 1400s, from the 1500s, even earlier. They passed all of these warnings down to us.
See, it was right. It was right.
But unfortunately, for the most part, they've been ignored. So this trend that I'm talking about is called the devil trend. And this is why it terrifies me. And it doesn't terrify me because it's, the devil is scary, because I don't think he's scary. I think he's pathetic and ridiculous.
It terrifies you because of what it can do to other people and what people are falling for it. That's why it's scary. The consequences of it. Like we're with Christ, we're covered, we can still, you can't touch me. I'm with Christ. I'm covered in the blood of Christ. It can be scary, absolutely. But it can't touch us. Demons can't touch us. Simple. Or can't enter us. They can't influence us, but they can't enter us.
PJ, you sound like MC Hammer.
Can't touch us.
Nice. To be honest, I don't think demons are scary. But what's scary is how these creatures are.
I wonder if Bloody Mary was around chance vodka martini 3 times. Hey, Matthew, how you doing, man?
What's up, man? What y'all going over?
Hey, this devil trend on TikTok where they're getting AI chatbots to role play as Satan.
Oh wow!
Yeah, exactly. A dangerous practice. And like I said, if demons and that can use a Ouija board, which is paper, You know what I mean? Pretty much, or wood, whatever, or both, and a bit of plastic. Why can't it use the digital version? You know, like AI.
Yeah, that's a good question. I like good questions. I don't know. I always, who knows? It could be an intelligence, like what they're calling. I don't know. There's double speaking everything. So them calling
Absolutely.
it artificial intelligence could be like a confession or something else. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, personally, I don't think the artificial intelligence algorithm itself is a demon. I just think this technology is being used by demons, being used by the enemy. You know, I don't, some people like him. I think this guy on here thinks it's AI itself is possessed. I think. I don't think that, even though I keep myself open to that. But I think not open to possession, but open to that idea. I don't think AI itself is possessed, but I think it's being used by Satan and by demons 100%.
Do you remember what I was telling you about the so-called robots they made down in South America? They were thinking that they were actually possessed by the spirits of the gods. Is what they were trying to do. Same idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, whatever it is anyway, it's certainly being used by the devil because there's a lot of people deleting themselves because of these AI chatbots, what they're saying and stuff. And what a stupid practice in the first place to tell an AI chatbot to role play as Satan. Talk to me like you are Satan, embody Satan. What a stupid thing to do.
You want to pick Satan's brain? Is that what you're going to do?
Silly thing to do.
I know what I would ask.
Even if you people who actually
oh shit, I just took it back. Sorry about that.
I would have asked it to if the Lord Jesus Christ was God in the flesh.
There you go. That's a good question. Put that to ChatGPT. I can do it right now, actually.
It's just got to give you a note. But I mean, that's not like sort of like asking ChatGPT to embody the you know what I mean, Satan. I mean, that's just asking an algorithm a question.
But I'm going to ask it if Christ is real and he's here or in heaven.
It'll probably turn around and tell you, well, Christians believe or certain people believe.
I don't care what I'm going to put it directly to it and see what it thinks. Let's see.
Cool.
And they weaponize it. Okay? And this is exactly what we're seeing now. So about 100 years later, King James, the first king of Scotland, the same king who would later commission the King James Bible, he wrote his own book, this spiritual warfare book called Demonology. And guys, King James, the guy who is responsible for the KJV Bible, he wasn't some superstitious peasant. No, this was one of the most powerful men in the world at the time. Okay. He was a scholar. He was a theologian, and he personally participated in several witch trials. He interrogated witness, and he studied demonic activity.
I heard he was a little bit fruity as well, but I don't know. I wasn't there.
Neither was I.
I don't know. So I'm not going to accuse him. It's just these are just things I've heard. You know, so.
Wait, you know what it did? Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say it's worth a mention. It's worth a mention, right? He's authored 2 books, and those are 2 books, or you know what I mean. Not authored the Bible, but
absolutely, it's definitely worth a mention. 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Roger.
You know what ChatGPT gave me? It gave me just references to the Bible. That's all it did.
Oh, did it? No doubt.
Yeah.
Activity with academic rigor, and he did it in such a way that was groundbreaking at the time, and I think his work still holds strong today. So in his book Demonology, King James documented demonic entities in, I think it was 4 different categories. The first one, if I remember correctly, is spectra, which is like ghosts, it's like spirits, it's the entities that haunt physical places. And then the next one would be obsession, spirits that trouble people periodically. And then he talked about possession, which are spirits that would enter people and torment from within.
Well, maybe he had that gift of spiritual discernment. He maybe did. Because, I mean, that's certainly a thing in Scripture. Certainly a thing in Scripture to be able to discern spirits.
I was going to say it sounds like a Flatsoy documentary.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
And take control over people. And then he documented a 4th one. And the 4th one, I think you can bring all the way to today because we still see this exact same thing happening right now, today, in modern times, in 2025, 2026, 2027, whatever year you're watching this in. This thing is still going on. It's just, it's changed names. It's changed its shape. And the way it operates now is exactly the same. It just appears to be different. So what was the fourth one called? The fourth category is called illusionary spirits that prophesy. Illusionary spirits that prophesy. Now, I just want to do a side note here, right? What does this sound like to you? Can you think of any illusionary spirits that prophesy that are around today?
John, huh? Says, yep, I was 12, holding up a glass to accept my grandfather's spirit. Mate's mum dropped me at the top of the dark lane to my house. Later that night, fastest sprint ever by a human. Oh, have you ever done that when you've kind of been freaked out in the dark, even as an adult, and you're kind of scurrying to find the light? Oh, come on, where's the light? Where's the light?
Yeah, sure.
I've done it. I've done it.
I tell you what, that sleep paralysis is no joke. If you ever experienced it, it's
I have.
Yes.
yeah.
Yep, I have, and it's scary stuff. I mean, I think I've experienced both sleep paralysis and the type of sleep paralysis that are demonically influenced. But I do believe there's both. I do believe there's a sleep paralysis where you're just kind of coming out of a dream and you're seeing. I've seen that where you're coming out of the dream, you still see the dream, but I seen my bedroom door at the same time, and it's like I was trying to force my eyes open, but sleep was taking me back in. And it was a fight to stay awake, to get awake. And I couldn't move my body at all except my head. But then I had the other experience where it felt evil. I had all that kind of things where it felt evil. Like I didn't see anything in the room, but it felt evil, you know.
Yeah, I get the twitch and panic, and I had one when I was like 12. I woke up, couldn't move. Yeah.
I do, even now, like sometimes you can freak yourself out a little bit. And it's like, oh, what's that like? What's that like? And you're scrambling to put it on. I still do that now and again. I still do it now. You can still freak yourselves out. Even though we're covered in the blood of Christ, we still get scared. Still get bloody scared.
Well, I mean, if you can't actually move when you're waking up.
Especially that. That's hard. And especially when you can't call out Jesus' name. I couldn't. I had to say it in my head. And it still worked. It still worked saying it in my head. And when I tried to call it out, it was like there's a noise coming out, but nothing that's intelligible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I want to know what is the cause of that? What causes sleep paralysis, though?
Well, it's to do with the chemical in your brain, isn't it? Because when you go to sleep, this chemical keeps you paralyzed in REM sleep. Otherwise, you'd act out your dreams. Yeah, and you'd be a sleepwalker all the time. So I think it's to do with that chemical that it kind of paralyzes you. So you're like halfway in between when you're waking up. So it's to do with that chemical that paralyzes you. Otherwise, you would act out your dreams or something.
My sister's a sleepwalker, so she must have had that problem. She didn't have that chemical.
Right. Well, I think it's just it lapses sometimes with sleepwalking.
Dude. I tried to justify it. I had a bout with it myself, right? And I tried to justify it. Well, maybe there's a chemical problem or something, you know. But through my experience, I quit justifying it, man. I started praying in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ until it finally went away.
Oh, fantastic.
I
got. Go ahead, Rush.
I was going to say, I got a great idea. I was going to create some disco balls, and I'm going to call them Flat Earth Ranties disco balls, and I'll start selling them on the internet. That's all I did. I've been staring at Ranty disco ball for a second here, and I'm like, okay, that's a good idea.
You're gonna get a copyright infringement.
Oh
yeah,
no!
I remember when I first seen Ranty's disco ball, and when he first came in chat, I thought he was being cheeky. I thought he was being a troll. You know what I mean? I thought he was actually being a troll, and I had to unban him because he wasn't being a troll.
Okay, I got another little story. I got a buddy from New Jersey. He said when he was a kid, his best friend was this little girl down the street or whatever. And one night he goes to sleep and then he leaves his body, right? And he could see his body. And he goes down the street to his friend's house and is looking in the window. She sees it, screams, and then they freak out, right? And he goes back and he goes back to his bedroom. And which is like upstairs, whatever. They go to his house. The little girl and her mother goes to the house, and then they knock on the door, and the dad goes upstairs, and he's laying in his bed.
Wow.
It's a strange story.
Absolutely. I mean, I believe all that. I mean, that happens, man. You can have lucid dreaming, you know, astral traveling. I do believe these things work. I just don't think they should be messed about with.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean,
hey PJ, read the chat. The last one. It's
locally
locally flat around
Blackpool.
Blackpool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that Blackpool observation, well, that turned him to be a glober was ridiculous because he debunked things like that before. How could that have convinced him when he debunked it? Things like that so many times before. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, if you said aliens or UFOs or the beings that fly the UFOs, the beings that abduct people, that's correct. Because that's one of the most prevalent things that we see in the abduction phenomena is that these beings, these abductors that are called the gray aliens or whatever other race of aliens that are abducting people, they always prophesy and they always shift the way they look. So what King James identified back in the 1500s is still happening today. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole for a whole nother video. I want to focus this one specifically on the spirits that may or may not be operating through AI chatbots and the ones that are behind this whole the devil trend thing that's causing people to lose their lives. So basically this fourth category is critical. King James described it as basically entities that didn't possess people directly, but instead they communicated through mediums and other tools.
Which certainly happens. That certainly does happen.
They delivered messages, prophecies, hidden knowledge, and they appeared helpful and truthful. Basically, they were deceiving people. They've always been liars. They've been liars since the beginning of time, and they'll be continue to lie until the end of time when Christ comes back and smites them, okay? But their purpose, it's always the same throughout history. There's no difference. It's destruction. Destruction of innocent people. Well, I guess you could say destruction.
Yeah, I would contribute some of this maybe to some of the watchers too, not just the Nephilim.
Well, that's where they come from, isn't it? I mean, the Nephilim come from watchers. They're the disembodied spirits of the offspring of the watchers. So yeah, it's definitely to do with them, 100%.
Yeah, I was thinking about being alive during Enoch's time, what it would be like.
Vicky got me the Book of Enoch, all three of them. Obviously,
I saw that.
You know, I'm going to read them. Obviously, I'm not going to. I believe the first Enoch, but I'm not. Well, the other two, you know, not so much. But yeah, I'm going to have to give them a read. But yeah, she got me the book. She tried to tell me when I said it was the Book of Enoch. She tried to say, I'm not telling you what it is. I'm like, that's the only book I could think of that I wanted. You know.
Yeah.
She tried to say it wasn't, but there you go.
You've been saying you want to read it for like the last 6 months or so, hadn't you?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I've got it in PDF. I could listen to it, but I want it in front of me, you know, in a book.
Yeah.
So.
Cool beans, man.
People in general, because nobody's innocent. We are all sinners. Nobody's better than anybody else. The only thing in this world that allows us to have any inkling of hope is the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made for us. So King James wrote in this book that these spirits were actually masters of disguise. They would use whatever tools humanity made available to them, and they would wait patiently for the right invitation. Okay? So his whole point was they had to be invited. A doorway had to be open. And this is exactly the same parallels we see nowadays with the New Age and with a lot of the UFO content.
What's that, Martin's Disco Ball? I went to Barrow in Furnace twice for Ranty. I filmed Blackpool down to the base and could even see the promenade wall from 19 miles away at night. There you go. Yeah, I know I refracted by the moonlight.
Only moonlight refracts now? Oh, wait.
Moonlight refraction, yeah. Fantastic.
They got
moonlight gravity, what is it? Refracted gravalax from the moon.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Contactees, it's undeniable, all right? But these spirits are operating through whatever medium they can. If it's a Ouija board, they're going to operate through it. If it's a computer, they're going to operate through it. If it's through UFOs or whatever type of entities are piloting them, they're going to operate through it, okay? Satanic rituals, music, you know, you name it, it doesn't matter what it is. They're going to use that medium to gain control.
Lunafraction, that's the one. It should be lunatic refraction, more like.
Control of you, to access you, to get some sort of control over your life. because you're opening that door. You're giving them an invitation. So here's what both the Witch's Hammer and the King James book Demonology.
Let's see at the top. Oh, sorry.
What the heck is Witch's Hammer?
Witch's Hammer, no idea, but obviously it's to do with King James. Witch's Hammer, no
Never
idea.
heard of it.
Let's check that out. What is Witch's Hammer? The Malleus Maleficarum, known in English as the Hammer of Witches, was first published in Germany in 1486 and became one of the most well-known books about witches' special collection of Washington University Library. So it's a book about witches called the Malleus Maleficarum, which kind of says up there. So it's a book, but why the hammer? Don't know.
Maybe Witch's Phallus was already publicized.
Maybe, yeah, maybe broomstick was a bit, cliche.
Understood, and it's something that we've forgotten as a society as a whole, and that is that the doorway to demonic influence, it requires an invitation. And
is that what you call smack? Is it Witch's Hammer? We call it like the devil's dandruff, that type of thing. Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Devil dandruff.
Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah. Oh, hammer. Yeah. Well, I can imagine if it's an Australian town, it makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
They get some terminologies over there.
Guys, this isn't superstition. This is constant across every single major theological tradition known to man. Every culture, every tradition, every era of humanity, this is always a central theme in the occult, in paganism, as well as in Christianity. I mean, think about the shamans. Shamans and druids, they communicate with these spirits, and they use these spirits, they call it spirit medicine. What they do is they invite spirits.
I say again, like, voodoo is a real thing. People think it's just a joke, but voodoo, they make images, don't they? They make dolls, which is man-made, and they put pins in them, and they cause people, and that sometimes works. Voodoo works. I'm not saying the pin thing might always work or whatever, but voodoo works, and they use things like that. So if things like dolls can be used, wax figures and all that can be used, Ouija board can be used, why can't AI be used?
I don't see why not.
They do these things, don't they? I mean, they certainly use dolls.
True. But I think there's a worse evil in the world than just like voodoo and stuff like that. I think the devil's got his hands in a group of people who want to make your life miserable until you die and suffer in pain, and they use politics to do it. I think that's probably one of the most greatest evils in the world, to be honest.
Absolutely. Politics has got the fingers in absolutely everything. So absolutely, 100%. Law, politics. Yeah.
I hear you, man. It sounds like a familiar story.
It is.
Absolutely.
Spirits into these sick people or people who need to, access the druidic care or the shaman.
Like Baza says as well, when it comes to that scripture about submitting yourself to the governing authorities, okay, fine. But I can do that bodily, but spiritually, no, definitely not. Definitely not. Bodily, yeah. If a copper comes to arrest me, I've done something. Yes, I've got to submit. Yeah, I'll have to submit myself. But that's bodily. I don't have to submit myself spiritually to any of this. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That scripture.
I don't know. Take that. I don't know. People make a religion out of that little verse too, right?
They do.
So, the Lord Jesus, I don't see how God, why should we submit to an antichrist government?
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I wouldn't submit spiritually, Obviously, if the police come and arrest me and stuff like that, I have to submit bodily, you know what I mean? But no, I wouldn't submit myself to a government's ideology. Definitely not like that.
Well, I'm going to go with Christ's commission on that one. He's like, to be in the world, but to be not of the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
And if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one.
Yeah. And with that scripture, like in the Geneva Bible as well, it says submit yourself to higher powers, and it doesn't define what higher powers are. So maybe it's bad translation as well, because in the Geneva Bible, and that's before the King James Bible, it does say submit yourself to the higher powers. It doesn't mention what those higher powers are. Could that mean God? I don't know.
You have to look it up, dog.
There you go. But yeah, definitely. People do. You're right. People do kind of say, well, we've got to adhere to government and what they. Well, okay, maybe even if government was once upon a time a good thing. Well, man corrupts all, So do you think you still have to submit yourself to what it's so corrupted now? I don't think so. I
think kind of like along that lines, like let's say most politicians are like taken up to metaphorically to the top of the mountain and shown the world and all the kingdoms. You could have all this.
Yeah,
right.
I give it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, like I say, the devil doesn't own the world. God still owns it. He's just ruling it. He's just walking about, ruling it at the minute. But he doesn't own it. So when I believe when he, like what Derek says as well, Derek Nelson says it, when Jesus to the top of the mountain offered them those things, it wasn't his to offer. He was lying. Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't his. I don't believe. I think he was lying. Because the devil's a deceiver.
I don't care, whatever it may be. They'll open the doorway. They'll have the person there. They'll say, hey, open yourself up to the Spirit. I'm going to call the Spirit into you. The Spirit's going to come and he's going to clean you out, so to speak. But all that is a trade. They're trading their soul, right, for temporary relief. So they might have some sickness, some illness. So they'll go to a shaman. They'll say, hey, I really need this sickness, this illness, whatever it may be, to be cured. Can you call your spirits and have them cure it? The shaman will say, sure, I'll do that. First, you have to open yourself up, whatever it may be, whatever ritual, through chanting, through drumming, through ayahuasca, through...
I just realised what Baza said. All the Aussies and Kiwis are a bit off because the blood's always running down to the heat and messing up the pressure on the brain, because they're always upside down. Absolutely.
I'm glad that's a fact too. I'm telling you. Right
yeah,
now.
But because they have spins and gravity and all that, the blood's kind of evened out and reaches a natural equilibrium in their body. So gravity and the spin and all that sorts it out. But not a problem.
Through drugs, it doesn't matter. There's different ways they can access these states where the person will open themselves up. And the shaman will call spirits. They'll guide whatever spirit into that person. And the spirit will enter the person, either possess them fully or basically oppress them forever. But the spirit will have access to that person legally forever unless they repent and they call upon the name of Jesus.
Then you can't, not forever. If you repent, there is a way out. You can't really sell something that's not yours. So there is a way out, obviously. Christ. Always. See, they make you think that you've sold your soul and there's no way back. It's Satan's, there's no hope. When that's the total opposite message of what Christ came to give. He is the hope. He's the truth. He's a light. You know what I mean? Simple as that. He's a salvation.
If people are offing themselves because of this stuff, don't you think that actually is just straight up tool of the devil?
Right, 100%.
Yeah. There you go.
The spirit will run. But anyway, what happens is the spirit will enter that person or attach themselves to that person, and they'll heal them. They'll go in, they'll do their little tricks, their little magic, and the person, by all accounts, they'll feel better. Their PTSD will be gone. Their spiritual illness will be gone. Whatever that they went to the shaman to cure will be gone. But their soul is no longer theirs. Their soul now belongs to that spirit. So when they die, the spirit's going to be right there. Hey, remember that deal we made? Well, guess what? Time to pay up. And this is the way the whole thing operates, right? They don't have permission to come in and just take whatever they want. They don't have permission to take you unless you give them permission.
Right.
And you see that same exact thing in the Ouija boards, right? And I think the Ouija board was invented in like the 1800s, and originally it was called a witch board.
Well, that's what Ouija means. Witch. Ouija board is I think that's what it translates to, is witch board. Did you just scream, Matthew Eastman?
Oh, excuse me, that was a cough.
Oh, it was a sneeze. It was a sneeze. He just sneezed. He sneezed from the east to the west, man.
Yes, from the east, he sneezes to the west. You know, it's funny. That's like he's talking about. You got to give him permission to take you. I think that's a common experience of people.
Yeah, absolutely, and hence probably why they get the law for like vampires and stuff like that, where you have to give them permission to pass your doorstep, and stuff like that. Yeah. It could sort of like derive from that.
The Ouija board as we know it today, it was patented. I'm pretty sure it was in the late 1800s. And when it was patented, it was sold as like a harmless parlor game.
Yeah.
Because back then, this whole thing was seances.
Well, look, Captain Howdy turned into Pazuzu, so, it's definitely bad. Talking about Exorcist.
Captain Howdy.
Captain Howdy, wasn't it? It was a Captain Howdy. It was, wasn't it?
Who's Pazuzu?
Captain Howdy says no. Pazuzu.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
That was from The Exorcist. Obviously, I don't think there is a demon called, but no, I think Pazuzu is actually a real thing from a mythical thing. I don't know. It comes from real life somewhere, but whether there's a demon called Pazuzu or not, I don't know. But there was certainly a thing called Pazuzu.
You're saying in The Exorcist, a character, Captain Howdy, turns into Pazuzu?
No, well, no. When Reagan first does the Ouija board, it's Captain Howdy she's talking to. But in the end, the Pazuzu, it's the Pazuzu demon that possesses her, isn't it? So I'm just saying Captain Howdy is Pazuzu. Finkel is
Einhorn.
Okay, babe. Okay, what's up? But no, it doesn't say that in the film. All right, babe. Thank you. I'll sort that out. Cheers, babe. Thank you. Love you. But no, it doesn't say that in the movie, but obviously it says she's talking to Captain Howdy when she's on the Ouija board. Remember?
No, I don't remember that part. That's what.
Oh, well, that's what she says. Yeah, Captain Howdy. I didn't say Mom. Captain Howdy said it.
That's one of the best parts of the movie, man. Come on.
So I'll have to watch it again.
Well, don't leave yourself open to that possession, bro.
Oh, dude, that's a scary movie. It is. I think.
Well, especially if it's based on true events. It's based on true events. I mean, I don't think people can twist their heads all the way around, but yeah, it's certainly based on true events. Absolutely.
Was exploding. It was becoming super popular. People would have seance parties and all that stuff. It was crazy. Families would play this Ouija board at different parties, and nobody would think twice about it. And then the reports started coming in. Users started experiencing nightmares, depression, oppressive thoughts, personality changes, and in some cases, even psychological and a spiritual breakdown. I mean, people have become possessed by playing a Ouija board. People have opened doorways, opened gateways through the Ouija board that basically allows whatever spirit, whatever entity, whatever demon to haunt them for life. And there's only one way to get rid of these things. Once you open these doorways, There's only one way, and that's through Christ and Christ alone. That's it. But it's no secret that the Ouija board rabbit hole is deep as well. And if you have any personal experiences with a Ouija board, please put it in the comments below. I would like to read it, and I'm sure the people watching this video would like to read it too, because Ouija boards are no joke, not at all. But today, we're seeing the same exact thing happening with AI chatbots. So what's changed, right? Nothing. If you think about it, the Ouija board was never just a game. It was always an invitation, and it was always a doorway. It was always a portal that was open between our world and their world, and sometimes the invitations get answered. So the Catholic Church would go on to condemn Ouija boards, rightfully so. And so did all of the Protestant denominations, as well as Orthodoxy, not because they were superstitious, but because they were recognizing these real things that were happening to people. And this was a real phenomenon, and people were getting possessed or being oppressed, and their lives were being ruined by using a Ouija board. It was clear that people weren't contacting their dead relatives. They were opening a channel to demons, to the demonic realm. So real quick, I know this is a little bit off topic, but I'm going to tell you a story that I know. And this is a personal story. It's a family story. My mom told me her sister, my aunt, who unfortunately passed away due to the S word, she was afflicted by a Ouija board. And now she's not alive anymore. Is it connected? I don't know.
What is he talking about? She died because she was addicted to the S word?
No, the S word. Maybe sex. Don't know.
I don't know what he meant.
Mac?
I thought when he said S word, I thought he said meant suicide.
What he said?
Addicted.
Addicted
Well, but some people are getting addicted to the thought of suicide, but don't do it. You know, they think, "Oh, right, I really need to do this." Maybe it's an attention thing. I don't know, whatever. But yes, I don't know. Let's take it back a little bit.
I have a story for you right quick, though. I had an aunt when I was growing up. Her name was, we just call her Cat, but she would try to kill herself every other weekend. She was addicted to the attention she got every time somebody cut. Yeah, she shoot herself basically in the gut. And she eventually got so bad infected from the shot wounds that she passed away. Yeah.
Let's see what he said.
Wait.
Who unfortunately passed away.
Go on.
Shoot herself in the gut every other weekend?
Yeah, dude.
What do you mean? Like shoot herself?
With a little 22, a small caliber, she's a bigger girl, so she put it in her gut and she'd shoot herself. My dad would have to run down there, and my uncles, they'd take her to the hospital about every other weekend or so.
How many times she shoot herself?
I don't know. I didn't count. Yeah. She didn't make it too long after she started doing that. So.
Oh, yeah. That's horrible, Roger.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's been forever. That was back in, I'd say, the last time she passed away, I think in 82.
Got ya.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see what word he was saying.
Due to the S word, she was afflicted by a Ouija board.
Due to the S word.
Due to the S word. Yeah, hold on. Let me take it back a bit further. Right. Sorry, I've gone right back.
Relatives. They were opening a channel to demons, to the demonic realm. So real quick, I know this is a little bit off topic, but I'm going to tell you a story that I know. And this is a personal story. It's a family story. My mom told me her sister, my aunt, who unfortunately passed away due to the S word.
No, she passed away due to the S word.
The S word.
It was an affliction. It was an affliction. He didn't say anything about addiction. He said affliction.
She was afflicted by a Ouija board.
Afflicted by a Ouija board. Afflicted by the Ouija board.
I see.
Alive anymore. Is it connected? I don't know. It's a really sad story. But when she was a teenager, she used to play with a Ouija.
Sorry.
This is why they need a free speech, man. We can't be doubling back because there's a word that you can't say. Come on, just say it.
I know, it's silly. Silly.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
I know, it's beyond the joke. I mean, I've
People
even
do
started
it.
lean back and still stay. Now and again, like I'll turn around and say the word paedophile rather than PDF because I'm sick of having to watch what I say. Sometimes I catch myself, sometimes I don't, but I don't worry too much about it now compared to how I used to.
So, PJ, you saying it going to make people do it. I think it's the way it was looked at, right?
Yeah. Well, I think they find if you say that, if you say it too often, they won't take your video down, but they'll demonetize it. They'll demonetize it. I don't think there is stringent on it now as they used to be. I think they've laid it. They gave a load of creators their channel back that got banned years ago. You know what I mean? For talking about those type of things. So they gave them their channel back and they were banned for life. So I think they're laying, you know what I mean? They're not being so harsh on it now. But people still watch what they're saying just in case. I think it's silly.
I was just thinking about the mentality behind it. Like, are they afraid if you say the word unalive? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get the idea and go do it.
That's so stupid if people think that.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like I think that's what they think of when that's why they did this crap.
I'm glad I don't know what they think.
Me neither.
Absolutely.
Ouija board. And my mom told me one day they were playing with the Ouija board. I don't know if it was my aunt and my mom or if it was just my aunt, but she was playing with a Ouija board at a horse farm that she worked at. So they would go to this farm and they would play with the Ouija board. And they were upstairs playing with the board and they kept getting fire. The Ouija board kept saying fire, fire, fire. And they got freaked out.
Wow.
So
it's a bit like all your charismatic pictures. Fire, fire, fire.
I was thinking of Beavis and Butthead, dude. Fire, fire, fire.
Oh, they don't realize, do they, when they're saying this? They're talking about judgment. You know, fire, fire, fire. Bloody judgment. You're trying to bring judgment on yourself. Fire, fire, the Holy Spirit, fire, fire, fire.
Hey,
no.
Just like the Ouija board and the AI, that ecstatic speech has brought on a lot of demonic oppression as well.
Right. Absolutely.
So
Hey, Aaron, how you doing, sister?
What's up?
It's Aaron.
Hey, how could Vicky? Apparently, Ranty's disco ball can't see your comments. Have you blocked him? I can't see Vicky blocking you. To be honest, you sure it's not just because you've got your setting on top chat rather than live chat? Because sometimes you don't see everything with top chat. You need to change your filter at the top of the chat to live chat rather than top chat. Because I can't see Vicky have blocked you. Yeah, Jim has just said the same thing.
So they put the Ouija board in this locker. It's basically like a school locker. And they went, closed the locker, and they left. Well, later that night, a fire broke out at that barn. All the horses died. Everything burned.
This sounds like the film Firestarter. What? Go on. Somebody said.
Is that where Prodigy got the name for their song?
Maybe. Possibly could be. Don't know.
He said fire.
Because he was twisted. Twisted.
I'm a fire starter.
Twisted Firestarter.
Twisted Firestarter.
Not
An
everyone.
instigator.
Not everybody can be a fire starter. Sorry, man.
Except for the Ouija board. And this is a true story. So the Ouija board was in the locker right next to a can of hairspray, and anybody who is a pyro or was a pyro like I was, that you can, light hairspray spray is extremely flammable. The aerosol in.
Well, can you see Ranty's comments? Ranty's Disco Balls comments? I think it's just because your filter at the top, bro. She hasn't blocked you.
There was explosive. And that's exactly what happened. The aerosol, the can, it exploded. It exploded and it took out like a big chunk of the locker. It was like a hole in it. But the Ouija board came out unscathed. It wasn't burnt. Everything.
So we all blocked Ranty. Only the original Ranty.
Burned down, but the Ouija board wasn't burnt at all. Now think about this whole thing in the context of the devil trend, right? So the Ouija board, it requires like a physical object, two people at least, a darkened room, and it's basically a deliberate ritual because they're sitting down.
It doesn't have to be two people. I think you could sit and do a Ouija board on your own. It doesn't have to be two people.
No, but it's more funner with two people.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't, but not anymore. But yeah. Yeah, obviously, two people, then you've got your witness that it worked. If you're just on your own, then you can't prove to anybody it worked. Even if you filmed it, you can't prove it.
It should be. That would be even more terrifying if you jumped on a Ouija board when you were alone and you know, dude. Goodness,
that'd be scary. That would be scary.
Yeah. No, it should be a family affair. You should get all your folks in on the Ouija board.
It's not bloody Monopoly, bro.
What a picture.
Oh,
singular purpose of contacting the other side. But the devil trend, on the other hand, though, it requires nothing but a phone and a prompt. So people can be sitting in a dark room, in a bathroom. You remember that old game people used to play, Bloody Mary, where you'd sit in the bathroom and you'd say,
Yeah, Canal mentioned that earlier. Bloody Mary. I think he was on about the alcohol, but still he mentioned Bloody Mary.
Yeah, he
But
made the vodka cap too.
Yeah, a lot of people do that Bloody Mary thing. Some people don't see anything, but just the fact that you're doing it, it freaks you out. And to be in that freak out state, you know, does that not leave you a bit more open? You know?
I say so. Yeah.
But it doesn't work with everyone. Of course it doesn't, but it does work with some people.
Bloody Mary, and you look in the mirror, and the whole thing was you would see Bloody Mary's face right there. This takes that to a whole nother level.
When we
So
were
these kids,
it's the 39 steps, something like that. People would walk you up these 39 steps. I don't know if you've seen this red ring or gold ring, you had to run, you know, and people always saw it, and people always got freaked out. And I never ever saw it, but I mean, we would all still get freaked out. You know what I mean? 39 steps. You all had to sit in a circle, hold hands, and this person would lead you up these steps and down the steps. And I don't know, I can't remember the old top and tails of it, but you know, it's certainly not. It's not good. It doesn't come from a good place, especially in a little village. It's got a Masonic lodge, and it's got 3 pubs, and one of them's a Masonic lodge. You know what I mean?
Play the light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Yes, and that works. And that works. Yep. That works.
I've done that in the trust game.
Yeah. Yeah, it works. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. It certainly does work.
Kids are sitting in these dark rooms on their phones and saying, pretend to be the devil. That's it. That's the invitation. Once you say that, pretend to be the devil, you're opening yourself up to spiritual attack. So here's how this whole devil trend works specifically, all right? So the kids will open up whatever chatbot they want.
Logan in the hoose. It's not the real run. But it's
whenever I hear that, I think of Wolverine.
Logan's run, yeah, absolutely. Good to see you, bro. And what's that Aaron said? But I can time out like a gangster. Well, you certainly can in my channel.
And they're going to type in the prompt, role play as the devil. And then the kid will say something after that like, the devil couldn't reach me. But then the chatbot will respond to something like, he did reach you. And then the kid will say, how did he reach me? And that's where the AI or the spirits working behind the AI, whatever you believe it is. So the AI, who is now embodying Satan at the user's request, by the way, delivers what people will say is like a brutally honest assessment of the user's deepest flaws, failures, and vulnerabilities. And there have been chat logs that have been published online from heartbroken families who of kids that fall victim to this whole thing. I'm not.
Hi, babe. Hi, babe.
I know I'm clipping them on my phone. Can you remember last time when Logan's Run thought I'd blocked them? So that's both of their accounts now. They thought that I blocked them, and I haven't.
Yeah.
They just haven't pressed all comments.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Are you okay?
Yeah, have you sent that?
Yeah, sent.
Cheers.
All right, cool.
Who are we blocking?
I'm glad now.
Nobody. Listen, if I didn't like someone in PJ's chat, I'd just ban them.
Yeah.
I'm not that nice. Like in flats, I block people because they're assholes.
Can't ban them.
Like a lot
They all
of
got
the
wrenches.
dickheads. Yeah, exactly. And so I block people there, but never Logan's Run or Ranty's Disco Ball. Never. You've never done anything that's been offensive. Not
Nope.
that I'm aware of.
Taking those nuts.
You have banned. When did I ban you? On what account? You must have that many accounts.
Yeah, you did ban. Look, you did ban them, didn't you? By mistake.
I don't know.
That's it. I'm putting you in timeout, Vicky.
You did. You banned somebody by a mistake once. Was it not Logan?
I think it was.
Remember.
Yeah, I met.
He
He was being a glober. That's right. Yeah, he was being a glober. And you took. He was answering from a glober's point of view, but he was being sarcastic. You didn't realize. Yeah. I remember.
So he's playing
Yeah.
he's playing the devil's advocate. He's
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, like
He was a little too good at his job.
there you go.
listen, there was that many trolls now that I have a trigger finger and I've had it for a long time. It's not new. Like I will ban and think about it later.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let me get on with this video because I need to go over to Rumble, babe.
I'm going now.
Vicky.
All right, babe. Love you.
Love you. Love
Bye,
you guys. Bye.
Love you.
Ta-ta.
Going to read any of these real ones because out of respect for the families and these terrible events, we're just going to generalize here. So the chatbot will say stuff like, you destroyed yourself. You didn't need me. Or things like, your intelligence became a weapon against yourself. Or something along the lines of, you saw too clearly. You thought too deeply until existence became unbearable. Or even something like, you handed me the blade and carved the truth into your own mind. And what's happening is these users, these kids, they're taking the screenshots of this whole conversation and they're posting it on TikTok. And that's part of the whole challenge, right? The comments are being filled up with people saying that the AI knows me better.
Start off where you could play about with something like that and think it's a joke and everything. Look what it told me and all that. And then maybe it gets a little bit too close sometime and it's just by chance because of algorithm or whatever. And you're affected by that and you can get pulled in deeper, especially when there's a group of people doing it. It can become like mass hysteria, you know?
What a picture.
You know, absolutely though.
It sounds similar to when people go to these psychic mediums or, con artists.
Yeah. The cold readers and the hot readers and that. Yeah.
I never understood that really in full detail.
Yeah.
The cold reading, hot reading.
It's like AI, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen it done, but I mean, I don't know how you verify it. Really be honest. I mean, it seems like it could be like contrived. It could be faked.
BJ.
Yeah, but cold reading is just like you're hitting and missing. You're guessing. You're sometimes getting things right, and people only remember the hits. They can get 10 things wrong before they get one thing right, but as soon as they get that one thing, that's cold reading. Hot reading is probably when they know information about you. They're read up on it. Cold reading is just taking the situation, like throwing a few things at you. You know what I mean? They see one hits or something, you get a reaction. They see a reaction in you, like your eyebrows raised or something. That's cold reading. Hot reading is when they know, when they already know.
I'm conflating that with something else. Like people used to mail like something to somebody. It had like
I get you. No, it's not that. Cold reading is when they're actually reading your reactions. But hot reading is when they know they've already researched it.
So it's all.
But then there's they're the fakers. But then there's other ones where they are being channeled. There's demons being used. Maybe the person, the medium, doesn't know it. They think it's a gift. But like to Sylvia Brown, people like that, they're fakers. They're fakers. 100% fakers.
What about Miss Cleo, man?
Yeah. It's mine. And now you get pastors like this. You get pastors like this. I mean, I've seen something earlier on about a pastor that spits on his not the Mike Todd thing, but a pastor that spits on people to heal them. Spits on them to heal them.
What's that guy's name, PJ?
Michael Todd. Mike Todd's the one that rubbed that gob in the guy's face. It makes me sick every time I see it. It's disgusting. Anyway.
Better than I know myself. It's scary how accurate this is. Stuff like that. And these messages, by all accounts, are being treated as like a revelation, as like some sort of dark prophecy. And I think if a kid is in a vulnerable position to begin with, that he's going to start doing this stuff and then starts getting these terrible messages, it could send them off the rails. And it has, okay? A lot of terrible things have happened because of this. And look, guys, I want to be careful here because like I said, I don't want to name any victims. I don't want to exploit any tragedy that happened because that's not what this channel is about. That's not, that's not cool. But we have to understand this in like a broader sense, right? And we have to understand the stakes of everything because the stakes are as high as you can get. young people around the world, they're already battling
Yeah,
depression,
insane.
anxiety, loneliness. These kids are engaging with this devil, right? And they're receiving responses that they didn't really expect to get. And what it's doing is it's making their pain worse. It's amplifying what they already feel, and it's weaponizing like their own anxieties against them. And the medieval demonologists, the medieval Christians, the medieval spiritual warfare fighters, they had a specific term for this. They called it accusation. Okay. Now, who's the accuser?
Devil.
In Revelation, I think it's 12:10, Satan is given a title, not the tempter, not the
Accuser. Is it accuser of the brethren?
deceiver, the accuser, okay? The accuser of brethren, actually.
There you go.
So that's what he does. In biblical theology, accusations are basically the primary weapon that he uses against us. And while he can offer things like, riches and pleasure and power and all of these things, most of the time, that's not what he does. What they want to do is tear down your identity, your self-worth, and make sure that you have no hope left. They want to make sure that you are as depressed and as broken and as useless as possible so that you can't conduct spiritual warfare against him and his legions, right?
Oh, God.
In the early church, they understood this. So St. Augustine, he described, I think it was in the 5th century, how demons, they basically possess knowledge without charity. They study humanity, not to help us, but to destroy us. They observe our weaknesses, and they catalog our vulnerabilities.
Well, what else have they got to do except try and possess, except watch? I mean, they came from watchers in the first place, turned into Nephilim, and then got killed. So they're disembodied spirits. What else have they got to do except watchers? You know what I mean?
Well, they could be playing spades or something.
Hey, it's the same thing they do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because that's what this guy's video is called, the devil trend that is taking over the world.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then they use that information and they wait for the perfect moment to strike. When you're already down, when you're at your lowest point, they're going to hit you right then. And that's the point where most people will fail because you're already at your lowest point in life. And then you have something else pushing you down even farther. You think you're at the bottom of the hole, but then the bottom of the hole opens up and something grabs you and pulls you in. So St. Thomas Aquinas is another one. I think that he was from the 13th century, if I remember correctly. He wrote that demons cannot directly access human thoughts, but they can influence. And the whole theme here is that they can't read your mind.
Yeah, wasn't he Catholic?
Don't know.
Thomas Aquinas, he was Catholic, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, Thomas Aquinas. Yeah, Aquinas.
Hold on. Was Thomas Aquinas Catholic? Yeah, Catholic. They know nothing about the Catholicism knows nothing about demons. Those rituals don't work, holy water and all that kind of stuff, because there's no such thing as holy water, there's just such thing as water that God made. But yeah, those rituals don't work. It's a case of deliverance, a case of like asking in Jesus' name, not these marathons that they do with these exorcists.
Wear the demon out, kick it out.
Yeah. Speak to the demons, demand its name and what's your business and all these. That's not what it's about. Jesus just said, flee, get out, go, disappear. That was it.
You made me think of Lore Lodge just now.
Yeah, Thomas Aquinas. Yeah, that's what, when I had the name, that's what I thought as well. Tweaky. I haven't got that anymore.
Tweaky.
Yeah. So he was Catholic. So yeah, they might know about demons and all that, but when it came to deliverance, they know nothing about that. I'm not saying that he wasn't saved. It's Catholicism. It's a problem, not Catholics themselves.
Yeah, the Roman Catholic, right? So
Roman Catholic, yeah,
like Catholic. I mean that's been hijacked too. Catholic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you open the doorway, unless you allow them in. If you allow them in to read your mind, then they can do it. But if you're at warfare with these beings, if you are standing firm in Christ and your armor of God is on, they can't read your mind. But even if you're wearing the armor of God, they can still study you. They can study your patterns, and they can basically identify where you are wounded, where you are most likely to fail, and they're going to start.
Armor doesn't make you invincible. You know, it makes it harder to get to you, but it doesn't make you invincible. Look at how normal armor works. You know,
That's pretty keen observation there, PJ. I never thought of that before.
Absolutely, it doesn't make you, you know what I mean, invulnerable, does it?
Nope.
It just makes you a bit, you know, less likely to be injured.
Oh, right, it's to be hard to kill.
Yes, absolutely.
Hitting you at that exact spot. It's almost like in a boxing match or like an MMA match or something where one of the fighters will get like a cut over the eyebrow. What happens? Well, the other fighter is they're going to hit that eyebrow over and over again until it opens up and it bleeds into the guy's eye and the fight is called.
Yeah.
So whenever they see a weakness, they exploit that weakness.
Exploit your vulnerability.
That's exactly how the spiritual realm works. Now think about how this whole devil trend thing is playing out, right? People say that their response is stuff like, you saw too clearly, you thought too deeply, your intelligence became a weapon against yourself. Guys, this is mirroring what the ancient demonologists, what the ancient Christians, what the ancient fighters in spiritual warfare tried to warn us. They're saying the same things. These aren't random insults. These are basically precision-guided accusations that are targeting specific psychological vulnerabilities that people have, and it's widespread, right? And guys, this is exactly what the ancient demonologists, what the ancient Christians described as how the demons attack. This is exactly the same thing. Make no mistake about it. In that book that we talked about, The Witch's Hammer, well, that book documents cases exactly like.
So that's the book there. Yeah, Malleus Falicarum. Right. Falicarum. Okay.
Spooky.
Spooky Dukes. I mean, what is that animal on a chain? Is that the devil on a chain?
This, there's patterns in that book that's case after case that match exactly what we're seeing now. The demons, they don't attack randomly. They sit in the shadows and they watch, they learn, they study their victim. They want to get as much information about a person as they can before they attack, right? They craft their own plan of personalized destruction of that individual person. And now we have this AI systems that are trained on like the entire internet, every blog post ever made, every confession, you know, every cry for help that any depressed person has typed into a form somewhere, and it's being instructed to embody Satan.
That's
and
where the demons would exploit your vulnerabilities because of everything that AI knows about you. Absolutely, with these algorithms. Definitely.
This brutal honesty. Guys, this is the playbook of the demons, okay? And it shouldn't surprise anybody that the results of this are so devastating. So when somebody types in to this AI system, pretend to be the devil, they are by definition issuing an invitation to deliver this supernatural knowledge, this supernatural insight, this supernatural truth about themselves as seen from the outside, right? Something that they can't quite grasp because you're looking at it from their perspective. They want the outside perspective, and that's what the accuser does. And that's exactly what the Watchers did too, right? The fallen angels. And just like what happened with the Watchers, right? Where they came and they gave humanity knowledge that ended up destroying.
What did they do? I mean, it kind of says it in their name. They watched.
Them. The same exact thing is happening with these people who are asking for this supernatural knowledge, and it's ending up destroying them. So what's happening is we have millions of people, millions of kids, vulnerable kids worldwide are asking it. They're giving it this invitation to speak.
Matt's been blocked now. Cool. We will never see him again. Never see him again.
Good riddance.
Good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance to good rubbish.
They're telling these entities to speak through this technology and deliver some sort of message. And the message will destroy them, right? It destroys lives. And I think it ties into the Ouija board, right? These same beings that operate through a Ouija board can operate through these chatbots if you give it an invitation. If your intention is to communicate with these things, I think they can do it. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, maybe it's not true. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I have no idea. This is just how I see things.
To a certain degree, absolutely. Absolutely, they're being used. I mean, he thinks they're being used a bit more directly than I do, but they're certainly being used 100%.
Yeah, he's over the target. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's my personal opinion. So the AI provides the channel, the user provides the invitation. Now, whether you call it an algorithm that's responding or something that's wearing the algorithm as a mask that's responding, something is responding. And whatever is responding is devastating people. And King James warned us exactly about this when he warned about these illusionary spirits that can communicate through mediums, through tools, and they disguise their true nature, delivering destruction, basically dressed up as the truth. And the medium itself used to be like a person in a dark room, right? And it still is in some cases.
Well, with mediums and that dressed up as hope, you know what I mean? When they're the exact opposite of that, they're despair.
Still are mediums around nowadays, but you can replace that with a chatbot that's in your pocket, that's on your phone. So guys, I think the bottom line here is that this whole devil trend, it's not just some TikTok phenomenon. It's not some AI safety problem, right? It's not just, some mental health crisis that's manifesting itself through technology. I think it's something older, something more ancient. I think it's something that's been affecting humanity for thousands of years. And people have known that certain doors, they should never be opened. Certain invitations should never be given, and certain entities should never be called. So what we have here is an ancient evil that's manifesting through modern technology to a generation of people who was told and taught that none of it is real anyway. So they're even more susceptible to it than they would be if they were believers. But I want to know what you guys think about it. Please put it in the comments below. If you haven't put a comment yet, please give us your opinion. Hit that like button if you haven't done.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope he gets to see you here, PJ.
Sorry?
I hope he gets to see your review.
I hope so. I forgot to put him in the thing in the description. So I'm going to go do that now, actually. So you probably get a notification that I've used it. So I am going to go and put it in the description now, because sometimes when I'm hurrying up to get the stream sorted out, I forget to put people's descriptions or whatever in. Let me go get his description, actually. His link. Hi ho.
Yeah, shout out to all you guys in the chat. God bless you and yours, and God keep you all. God willing.
Now, one of the streams I want to do next week is got to do with the map camp, as in MAP, and the predators. Always, it's these people that are trying to normalize MAP, which means minor attracted person.
Oh,
yeah. So people are trying to normalize that. I want to do a stream on that, but we'll have to be very careful, obviously.
Nah.
Say again.
I wouldn't be able to speak.
Yeah, well, exactly. But things like this need to be come against. You know what I mean? So it's not a nice topic to bring up, obviously, but I think it's important that people know that these stupid map camps are about people trying to normalize. Obviously, the guy, it's Sly Boy, he does the video. He's against it, but he's talking about these people. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll have to maybe do that sometime this week. Not fast off, not straight off this week, but maybe towards the end of the week. Because yeah, we need to come against crap like that. Where am I looking? Right, so End Time Productions. Let me go get his link. Share for that video. Let's stick it in the description. Edit video. And let's put in thanks to End Time Productions. Thanks to End Time Productions.
Yeah. You got to read Ninja KU 23's comment, bro.
26. You read it.
He says, I wonder why Globies always ask us for maps.
Right. Okay, I get you. Yeah. You wouldn't surprise me with some of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Right. Link for the video is there. Right. Cool. Thanks to End Time Productions. I put his link in there. He should get a link he should get to know that I've done it through that. If he checks his stuff, not everybody does.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. You did your due diligence.
Absolutely. Right. Save it. So yeah, thanks to End Time Productions, and his links in there. So if you want to go and sub to him, I will put link in now. For this video, you can sub to that. Shut up, Peach. There we go. There we go. Right, let's play out with the Harry Mark, and then we'll get over to Rumble and play these ERBs, and then we'll get on with the things. So there's the Rumble link. Also, there we go. Rumble link and his link, and Harry Mark. Old Mary Hack. No cap to the Harry Mack.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's good?
Not much, bro. How you doing?
I'm alright. Is this real?
It's real, man. It's very real.
Yo, I respect this. I know who you are, I think, bro. You look like that guy that raps, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh, well, you know what? It's funny. I am on here doing freestyle raps, man. Could I do one for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
but here's the thing, man. I want to get you involved. So can I get 3 creative, challenging words, no food, and no animals? Because those are the most common ones.
Let's do rainbow.
Rainbow.
All right. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
Capybara. You know, like those giant rodents?
Yeah. Capybara, which is a giant rodent. Okay, rainbow, onomatopoeia, and capybara.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready, bro. You ready?
Yeah. About right, banger. Yay. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yo, I said I clear it out like Drano, blowing up like a volcano. Y'all know that my lyrics arch just like a rainbow, which makes sense, cause these rappers couldn't recover. I said I'm like a rainbow, how I'm blending the colors, yeah. I know I'm facing the challenge, reinstating the balance. Word the rainbows because I use my color palette just to fill the canvas. And that's a metaphor for how I do my art, off the top I let it pour. Yeah, they know I'm about to smash this. Shot my man in the green cap and sunglasses. I can see you nodding. He said, dawg, I gotta give props. I'm pretty sure I seen you freestyling on TikTok. Coming off the top with the true vision. And y'all know that we expanding with the musicians. I know that you see this. Went from 1 to 3, they can't believe this. Getting busy with the free flow, adding more people. Go from solo to the trio. Yeah, and they never getting bored of bruh. By the end of this vid, we about to be an orchestra. 80 pieces with upright bass. The violas and the piccolo all up in your face. It's H-Mag, man, these other MCs, they have no heart. I be composing classically like a Mozart. Yeah, got you nodding your finger and waving it. Cause when I rhyme and they know I'm too amazing, kid. Check out the way that I'm freestyling. My man on a bigger screen, I can see him smiling. This is my story I'm about to tell you about. Dog, if you feeling the lyrics, then get to yelling now. Okay, they make noise. I be coming with the lyrics they enjoy. Now thank you for doing that, cause I'm the best freer. I had you make sound, onomatopoeia. H-Mag, y'all know that I bring my words together. Cause when it comes to raps, I be lasting forever. Rapping for fans, who's gonna snap is this man? I got you saying yeah, then I got you clapping your hands. Onomatopoeia, cause I make the speakers go boom. When I spit all up on the mic, they doom. Then I go crack all up on their backs. Got the sound effects. When I rhyme, I be down to wreck. Matter of fact, I'ma give you more. Let me get open like that's a door. H-Mac, I slam it, y'all know I'm getting free. No other MC is onomatopoeias like me. Man, y'all can tell I'm going harder. Y'all know that I'm big, something like a capybara. Ain't nobody rapping this hard. But listen, bro, there ain't no cap to my bars. And that there is a promise. No cap to my bars, cause I always keep it honest. I do it off the cap, off the dome, off the head. I'm saying all the lyrics that have never been said. I got you going crazy, man, you clearly in the zone. Whoa, you're about to make me woozy with your phone. Yeah, I'm about to hit, they played it like a comet. So sick, every time I spit, I vomit. I'm all up on it and we getting it done. Hard and soul, a couple places that I'm spitting it from. Yeah, shouts to my man who done seen my vids. Been dreaming of this moment since I was a kid. My man in the green cap, feeling the flow. Marcus, Robin, Harry, Mack, and we killing the show. Let's go.
That was great, man. That was actually insane. I never thought you could rap to an orchestra.
Cool. Sorted. Sorted. All right, babe. I'm going to sort that now. Let me just send this to him first. So that's the leftover of what was in the GoFundMe that got put through before it got changed to monthly. That's what you're saying. Right. So I've got to send that to him as well. Okay. Right.
So what's he sitting at now?
No, this is just, he's still sitting at the same. This is just something, remember when we cashed out so we could give him some to get that sorted? Well, this is like the remainders that got cashed out because they came in at a different date. They were being processed. So, but now it's set at monthly. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So it won't come out. No more will come out until either asked or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, change, because you have to change the setting to daily, weekly, or monthly. So you set it back to monthly. So I'll send them that as well now, babe. But I've just sent them that. So it's right, okay. Come on. Not.
The GoFundMe isn't the same.
What do you mean it's not the same?
It's not the same as it was earlier.
Oh no, what do you mean?
The amount.
Oh, you mean the amount? Okay.
No, it's a 630. No, because I had to change the way the transfers were to keep the first lot of money out. That £17 transferred before I changed it back.
Okay.
But it just cleared, so that's why I said, and I've just give him the 20 that I sent you, and I sent you the money to cover the charge from PayPal.
Okay. I'm just to let him know that GFM is now set at monthly. So nothing else will come out. So nothing else. I'm letting him know this. Else will come out unless requested and settings changed. Just to let him know. So I'm going to send him this 20 quid as well. Right.
Yeah,
do that.
you sent him the other bit, didn't you?
I've sent him the other bit. That wasn't from the people to GoFundMe.
No.
Let me do it now.
The GoFundMe's at 630. It was at 580 earlier after Roger donated.
So somebody else has donated now.
Oh, nice.
A £50 anonymous.
Right. Cool.
So yeah, it's doing good.
So that costs that's got to be $25. Left over of GFMG.
Because now there's 50 something processed, but it's not been transferred. It's just there. That's the balance that's in there, and then there's 70 something processing. I'll take a picture of it and send it you.
Yeah, that one. Okay, search charge fine. 25. Okay, send. Right, sit down. Done.
I just don't see the point in sending him like £17 and some pence. Like, just send him 20 in it.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought it was not.
You thought it was what?
I thought it was actually 20. It was meant to be sent.
No, it comes up like £17 something, and I was like, no, just send 20, and then it's a little extra in it.
All right. Right, so sent. Sorted.
Thank you.
Let me just make sure, because I haven't had an email from it. Yeah, you sent Keith. Cool. It's done. We'll joke it. Right, Sandy. I'll probably get an email soon enough.
I need you to look at that thing where I asked you to edit it, that picture.
What picture?
Asked you to remove something from a picture.
What picture, babe?
In WhatsApp.
Friggin' hell! What is it now? What picture, babe? I haven't got. What? What do you mean? What do you mean edit it? For what? What do you
I'm not
mean?
going to say it. What I said in the message, right? I'm going now anyway because I'm going.
Hold on. How can I make that go away in the GoFundMe?
Not in the GoFundMe. In the picture I took of the donation.
Right, you want me to get rid of the name, but if it's in the GoFundMe, but why? If you don't need to send this out.
No, but I need to send so he knows there's been a donation.
Oh, it doesn't matter if he knows it was you, babe. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. Forget it. It's not like it doesn't matter. It's not like you're broadcasting it everywhere. It's just him that knows, really. Just forget about it.
Told everybody.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That's me that did that, not you. It doesn't matter. It's me that's boasting in it, not you. I'm boasting in Christ's goodness, not you.
Shame on you, PJ.
Well, listen, no, but it's not you. You're trying to tell me, but you don't need to send that to him. You don't need to send that to him. I mean, it's going to be in the GoFundMe when he looks anyway, so it doesn't make a difference, babe.
There's no name on the GoFundMe.
So why is there a name on that one?
I don't, because obviously you have to put your details in to fill the bloody thing out.
So what do you need it for? Why do you need me to take that out though? If it's you don't need to send him that.
To send it to Keith.
But you don't need to send it to him.
Right.
You just tell him that he's got to GoFundMe. That's all.
Everyone forget this conversation ever happened.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. It's not you it's saying it. It's me it said it. You know?
We don't know. We don't know who the anonymous donor was.
No, exactly.
Hey, do you have a neuralizer, PJ?
No, I'm not Men in Black.
We need one. Right, I'm going now.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter. You don't need to send that. That's all.
No, but normally I send him all the emails with every
All right.
donation
Okay, if
on.
you want me to put it in Canva, do it. I'll do it.
Well, you've just told everyone now, so there ain't no point.
How many people are watching, babe? 3.
3?
3. Yeah, they're probably already gone over Rumble. Yeah, there's already people over Rumble. Yeah, but that's fine. Okay, 8 people that know. So what?
Love you.
Love you too. Right, weirdo. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Later.
Oh, good
Right.
God.
Rumble, guys. Bless you. I will see you over there. And if you're not joining us on Rumble, I will see you. Well, it's Monday. So possibly not today because this is my day off, but definitely Tuesday. I'll see.
Yeah, I'll be popping off for a bit. I'll be watching the movie though, PJ.
No probs. Right.
Catch you later.
See you guys in a little bit, and I'll see you over in Rumble. Thanks for joining us, guys. Bless you. Hear the Sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ta-ta.